君の言葉繰り返し寝ても覚めてもやまないそっけない君の笑顔が恋しくて星に願うのまた会えるよね
All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. We are back with more Chaos Zero Nightmare. Whew! Yeah, we've been going. We've been trying to get all our videos done, get our content done, check out all the new stuff, and it has been a lot of fun. But there's actually a raffle going on the side that I'm trying to see where that goes. But yeah, we have Adelhai. We've done our normal build. We were able to do Great Rift. I mean, we've had a lot of fun with the initial. Oh, is my light not on? There we go. Like, why is something darker in this room? We've had some fun with it, and yeah, you know, her kit's fine, man. We'll have to like restock our supplies, take stock here of like what else we need to farm, but You know, I really do feel like, you know, maybe she'll get a couple epiphanies changed in the future. But it's just like a very okay, you know, the more I try to think about what other builds we can do with this or other ways I might want to change her kit, but nah, it's pretty set, it feels like. So we do need to get better memory fragments on her. That is a part that is very, not great for where she is right now, but, and again, I think these are fine to be executioners. They could be defense, but yeah, our memory fragment sets otherwise leave a lot to be desired. You know, with pretty low rolls in general. So I am going to spend a little bit more of the memory fragments because, again, keep in mind it could also be used for like Diana. So there, we get like double the value for this set. But we're going to spend some stamina, try to do some chaos delegation, see if we can get a better version of Adelhide's deck, and see where we go from there. Thor, welcome on in, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully other people are... Oh, that's what I want to check. I wonder where the... I do wonder how the Great Rift is doing. Oh, damn. We already fell down quite a bit ranking-wise. Who do we got for Masters? All right, that's first. Looks like we have our Selena Barrage deck in second, which when it's this close, man, it's just RNG. Another Selena Barrage deck. This one's probably Dream World. Oh, no, not even Dream World. But yeah, like when you start getting within 100k of one another, man, it really is just pure RNG at this point. But honestly, like, I really expected there to be more of the Selena Barrage deck. But welcome back, Cassius, breaking yet another Great Rift. Nope, hold on. Oh no, it is a very normal one. Just good old standard Cassius, man. Is there any like cool stuff that's happened yet? We got a Hugo. Hey, Hans, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Oh, it's the, never mind. It's the, yeah. It's the other version of Selena Barrage, but just Hugo instead. That's fine. So, same deck as the one above it. So it does look like Masters is pretty well set here, man. Nothing like super crazy, super interesting. Shout out again to Explosion of Emotions finally getting fixed. Huh? I guess just for the draw 3. This is again what I was kind of talking about in the video, right? Like, this really is just do whatever the hell you want for a Heidi Marie this season, and your Great Rift will be over 1 million points. It's kind of silly. This is like the easiest Great Rift that we've had in a very long time. Interesting that they have Orlea for that section. And again, for those that this is maybe your first Great Rift, the first half is genuinely do whatever you want as long as you can clear it in 4 turns, which is not bad, actually. There's an Owen. Yo! The Owen Dream World, man. Let's go. That's hilarious. Oh, wait. The first half is draw, though. This is actually kind of funny. What do they do to my poor girl, Maylin, man? Typhera? Ah, zero deck Typhera. Rest in peace. Wait, what the hell? This Great Rift is so not real, man. Here's a 1.1 million Heidi Marie only ranking. That is wild. I was kind of hoping for, like, more interesting tech, but kind of as I mentioned previously, like, once you get over 1 million and everything starts to just be like, oh, here's the cookie cutter build that everyone's going to copy from, it gets very diluted. So, again, we have, like, Dream World here, and then we have the Barrage deck, and then there's a lot more Barrages, like, all the way down, right? So, in terms of, like, easiest points, it looks like Barrage is winning out. Yo, Shark, how's it going? Work was all right. I'm holding it together best I can, I promise. But I really wanted to, you know, just get done with this patch as soon as we can with, like, our Adelheid build and, you know, see if there's any last minute testing or theory crafting otherwise to, like, consider. But yeah, like, we broke our 1 million with our, like, very bad, our very bad team setup, so. I don't know, on one hand, I'm very thankful that this, like, Great Rift doesn't suck. But on the other hand, I think they just made it, like, too easy. I forget, is there, like, is there, like, one of these random achievements in here somewhere, maybe? Oh yeah, we gotta get all the Persona cards still. And now it's Chaos Investigation. Now, like, Great Rift, I guess, just has its own, right, your own weekly versus the cumulative points. Which is very easy to get. Alright. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna try to fix our Adelheid deck, and that will be that, I guess. Make sure we buy our goodies just to restock our resources here. Core of Annihilation, man. Like, you just do not need those. These are definitely, like, incorrectly priced, in my opinion. Did I ever finish the Trusted Tower Climb? Yeah, we did, actually. We were able to get to 150 with it. Alright, I guess let me grab my gems real quick. I covered it in a video in passing, but just in case you didn't see the list previously, so we were able to clear the tower with this list. Persona of Obsidian with the multi-hit turned out to be incredibly goated for her. And now that we know Tenebria is going to be a basic attack focused, I kind of take back everything I said about, you know, trying to hope that there's going to be some agony mixed in there for her build. So I don't think we're going to go back to this one at all in terms of, like, trying to further refine it. I think it's like, it worked out, it's fine. You know, it's another season, it's another Tressa deck that we ended up making, and it kind of is what it is, you know. I think it's fine with, like, Hugo if you still want to do, like, the Trusted Dagger, Hugo spam stuff, but otherwise, still all the same issues of, like, Agony just not being strong enough, Tressa herself just not having good enough support in her epiphanies, so it is kind of a, you know, it is what it is comment. But we got our, where is our, what am I thinking of? I do want to go back and, you know, do more of these, but we did get our 150 clear with the normal like support duo that we've been like carrying everybody else through. So yeah, we got to do all this eventually, man. I guess Owen DPS is like the next like challenge build. There we go. That's what I was looking for from Tower. So we could do like Owen solo DPS carry as a threshold, which is funny. Like everyone has different experiences with the game. Of course, everyone has different metrics for like what is a good character. And someone in one of the YouTube comments was like, yeah, but I saw Adelheid solo carrying Tower to 150, man, so she has to be good, right? I'm just like, we cleared it with Trusted Man. I'm sure I could do it with Owen if I really wanted to, but Tower 150 is admittedly not hard once you know how to cheese it, and then beyond that, it's just a time sink. Adelheid is extremely good at exactly one thing that a lot of other combatants can also do like 95% of the way. So it's unfortunate that it's just really hard to recommend her from a like overall standpoint. I guess we'll start working on potentials for Tenebria. So again, I think or you know what? Did I save that image? I forget if I did or not, because I'm sure people are going to ask, and it's a better image than... Oh, I did save it, actually. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. So I tried to... I included this in the video. Oh, ignore my notes on the side. I include this in the video, and this is like ultimately kind of the awkward part with Adelheid, right? If we look at what Mika offers, what Cassius offers, and then where her best deck is, you know, with Mika that everybody gets, you get your AP positive character, you're still drawing 3 cards, and you're still getting a morale boost, so you're still getting like a 100% damage increase, right? And then you go over to Cassius, who is going to not provide you any AP, but you're drawing more cards thanks to his quest completion, and you're getting a damage boost. Great. Adelheid does give you the AP generation from Mika, does give you the draw from Cassius, but the damage is like, you know, just okay. So it's like, it's a very side upgrade that you can get from these other ones. So, you know, for me who has a wide roster, like, I love that Adelheid will have this deck, and I can just slap her into any team, and I know exactly what I'm getting for, like, the full-scale offensive if we need 3 teams. But, like, outside of this lineup, you know, you are perfectly fine with just, oh, let me throw a 10 pull into her banner if I get it, or let me pull her banner until I get Cassius, and then if I get Cassius, that's fine, right? Like, it's a very hard sell to go from everybody gets Mika to then, you know, I have Cassius, who is going to be a really good damage amplifier is the word I'm looking for, to then go into Adelheid where it's like, all right, well, I guess. So, yeah, I think, again, this is obviously, like, if we are just saying, like, oh my god, what is the absolute best, then you're like, yeah. Adelheid, if we just kind of ignore the fact that this is a gacha and, you know, you have to spend your currency and all that stuff, yeah, Adelheid is technically better than these two, but, like, how often do you need that extra draw? How often do you need all that AP where you could just build a better deck and make Mika and Cassius work, right? Like, that's the issue. How good is she with Magna? Oh, she's going to be insane for Vanguard teams. But the issue is with, you know, counterattack-based teams, counterattacks still have all the main issues of not being able to reliably use their damage. Am I going to make a counter GPS Magna deck? We did finish that deck technically, because now with the bugs, the bug fixes, it works. If she was a controller only because of that persona, she'd be 20% better. Fun fact. Fun fact. you can get the controller engravings now with Vanguards. They, for whatever reason, did that as a stealth update. So that plus 150% damage persona, you can get on Adelheid. Which, I hate to say it, but that's like her only redeeming factor. Yeah, I tried to do a PSA on it, and I also included it in the video, but, like, it feels a little bit bad because Adelheid is like a, oh, let's auto-skip this character, who cares, into they added that engraving, and you're like, oh, okay, well, she's decent, right? Because you can give plus 250% attack to your team. Okay, but then what about after the season ends, right? What if it just goes back to Adelheid and just her one buff card? So I already can tell that I'm gonna build this deck, and like I know that they removed the seasonal limitation stuff, but I don't know how, you know, her kit just does not feel complete, is what I keep going back to. Adelheid ultimately feels like another Rita situation, at least in my opinion. And again, Rita is also perfectly fine, don't get me wrong. She has builds, she can do what she needs to do, but a couple of those epiphanies, you're just like, what were the devs cooking? What is, like, what's the synergy here? What are we trying to do? So unfortunately, I think for like the majority of people, your best bet is like, oh, pull for Cassius if you don't have Cassius, and if you happen to get Adelheid along the way, you're like, ah, cool. And that's it. I think when we finally get content that makes counterattack better, I'll feel a lot stronger about Adelheid, but we're just in a spot where the level of additional min-maxing that you get with Adelheid isn't needed. Like, you can get everything from her kit with other characters and be totally fine. Apparently, it was confirmed in the dev stream that she's going to be a Passion Psionic character that is focused around basic attacks. I don't know how I feel about that because I don't really like basic attack characters because we saw what happened with Mei Lin, and it makes deck thinning very, very awkward. So, like, we did do the basic attack build for, or I guess that was our last run, so you can go back to it, right? So, like, for those that don't know or haven't seen it before, yeah, so right, you have this Rita build, which, by the way, these can do some bonkers damage because they have such a high base, but Rita has the ability to get this version of the upgrade, which always moves the basics to your hand, so you always get them, she always deals her damage, and that's fine, but like, if Tenebria doesn't have a card like this, or a card like Mei Lin's, where's Mei Lin? Or have a card like this for Mei Lin that just moves the basics for you, it creates this really awkward situation with your deck because you can't divine those basics, right? You can't upgrade them. Now, it is slightly better this season because we do have the divine common draw epiphany, so like you could rely on that and do a little bit additional deck refining that way, but then that takes a divine slot and that just doesn't feel worth it, man. So I'm really hoping that we get some kind of and where's Rita again? I'm really hoping we get some kind of update for Tenebria that doesn't feel as terrible. No, unfortunately, we don't know anything except that she is going to be basic attack build focused. Which, again, for the Ray enjoyers out there, don't forget that Ray has one of the better buffs. There we go. Ray currently has one of the better buffs for basic attack build, so I hope Ray will be on the next level up or rate up banner. And you know, for newer players, I guess I should stress, you know, this could be really good. For veteran players, you know, we'll have things like Narja with her basic attack ferocity. Sorry, I'm just like going through all these random builds because I don't know what builds other people have seen, so I just want to mention as many as possible since we're talking about it. I don't remember where my... Yep, here we go. So, for free-to-play players and newer players, you can use Ray. For veteran players, if you have Narja, you could do something like this. That is going to be another really good damage buff because, keep in mind, this has to be on hit, so if Tenebria is a multi-hit, this is even better. But this is a free damage amp, as well as getting you stacks of veracity. So, Narja is really good for, like, multi-hit basic attacks, where, Ray is better for a single, like, damage nuke, basic attack. So, this is where we're gonna have to wait and see what type of, what other type of support that, Tenebria is gonna have. Yeah, we did the basic attack. Let me see if I can find my old, where is my from? Hopefully I saved it somewhere. Nope, I don't think I saved. Maybe it's under Rita? All right, nope, Twitter failed me. We had something like a 4,000% damage basic attack nuke. Which was fun, you know, while it lasted. But yeah, other than that, it's kind of hard to say what to expect from Tenebria. Now, notably, the thing that I worry about is like the elasticity. So there is a world where like maybe they let Mei Lin go crazy for a season, right? And you, excuse me, and you could do like a Tenebria Mei Lin Veronica deck and just go full out damage, you know, do his big insane sicko numbers. Unfortunately, I have Mei Lin is like the one character that I just have the worst luck with. I have never been able to farm a Mei Lin deck. Like I've deleted a ton. And like we just have not been. Oh, this was older reference one. We have not been able to get like anything decent for her. So she's also on my list to like go back and hopefully find a better build for. But yeah, otherwise for Adelheid, we are just going to be working on getting an updated version of this build. And I probably will not farm other builds for Adelheid. Like, I'm still really, really upset that her Friends from Fairy Tales is limited because it's unique, right? All of these are unique. If we could copy this, it would at least give us options to do some other builds with her, but for right now, it's far too limited, and you can't do enough with her kit. So the devs kind of really limited our fun potential, I feel like. So, and again, I'm gonna die on this hill. I know people are probably gonna fight me on it because of the truth behind the story and the fact that the persona works with her, but dude, she's still a 4-star. Like, she feels like a 4-star by comparison. Like, yeah, she's slightly better, I get it, but it feels really bad going from Hadimari, who had multiple builds, a lot of complete epiphanies, you know, multiple teams that she could go on, and then, like, Adelheid's just like, cool, bro, here's one extra, you know, here's one build that you can take to every team that you want, and then don't bother building anything else, so. And again, I will say, her partner is very good just because of the extra healing and the extra damage, but It feels very bad to recommend pulling for this character. Is a 4th copy of Protect Us worth it, even without the Divine? Oh, that's what we wanted to figure out. I don't remember if we were taking the, I don't, that is a good question, because if I remember correctly, we did not take a neutral in our, CZN. I don't think we were taking a neutral in our build originally. How does the Selena Barrage build work? Do I have a video on it? Yep, I do have a... I guess let me open my YouTube really quick. Make sure I click on the right thing here. Oh, come on. Where is my... There we go. So this is the... oh, shit. That got up to 20K. God damn. All right. Which, also, this is funny looking back, right? Like, we can actually just say, yes, is this the next Great Rift meta team? Spoiler, we were right. 2 weeks ago. Oh, man. Again, there's like slight variations that I would, I could arguably make, but what's also really important about this build in particular is that this is a E0 build. So I do go into, you know, because you don't get the discard, so you don't have to worry about it as much, but I do go into the deck. I do go into like where our work in progress was and like some of the different divines. The most recent one was posted in the Discord, and I don't think I did a full breakdown. Did I do a showcase of it? Oh, I think I did it in the opener. Oh, yeah. I included a clip in the opener for it, because the downside with this deck, though, is that... Oh, my God. The downside of the deck is that it takes forever to go through all the attack animations. So the whole interaction is you use a card that plays 5 blades, and each one of those will trigger Selena's attacks. So every single time that you're using one of those sword rains, you're actually getting what is it? 20 hits? 20 plus... Yeah, you're getting 20 coordinated assault attacks. Now, the huge disclaimer that I want to add here is that your Selena needs to be built. And unfortunately, my Selena was not built for this video because my luck was shit. Call it like it is, right? Whatever. The whole thing with Selena is that you need the extra attack damage stat, and because that's where all of her damage is going to come from. And so if you don't, you're going to do like baby damage like you saw in my video. But it is pretty insane damage if you actually get around to building this out. So you can, I think what people end up doing if they can make it work is that you can swap Cassius's deck to do to be the discard, and you could trigger it that way. But for the builds that I've seen that are making like 1.2 million and stuff in Masters, it's literally people just brute forcing it. No, like complete disregard for the Great Rift mechanic. And I'm just like, all right. But yeah, again, shout out to me 2 weeks ago. We built the deck. It is the meta, so this has got to be worth something, right? Give your boy some love. Make sure to go subscribe to the YouTube channel, etc., etc. But we correctly predicted the Great Rift meta 2 weeks before it happened and before we knew anything about it. Oh shoot! Thank you. I was Thank you so much, Jesser. I was doing my recording after the stream and before work. Sorry about that, everybody. Again, for those that don't know, I was up for like 18 hours straight. I did take an hour and 15-minute nap after work and before stream. So I'm holding it together. But like day one patch is always like the most exciting time for like to do all the brewing and do all the theory crafting and stuff like that. And then the rest of the patch is like, you know, not as exciting. But yeah, so for anyone who's wondering about the Selena, and I guess let me just drop this in chat. For anyone that's wondering about like the new Meta Great Rift team, I'm just gonna drop a link in chat to the video. So there's my humble brag of the day of calling it 2 weeks in advance. All right, where is my window? Nope, wrong one, wrong button. Oh, no, sorry. We were, gosh darn it. We were talking about, before we got distracted, sorry, ADD. We were talking about, you know, do we want to take a, you know, the question comes down, no matter what, we're taking the Persona card. Actually, is this updated yet? Oh, sick, it is updated, perfect. Okay, so, Blessing 3, we want Protect Us, we want Gain AP. We're going to use the pretty one. We're going to copy this twice. This is going to be Counterattack. This will be our normal damage amount. This is just, you keep it in the deck anyways. I don't know if they're going to have the Persona card updated. And again, for this one, it's just take any attack card. Does not matter. You know, you could take the, where is it? You could take the Shockwave just to do like a little bit more AoE damage if that's what you need, but all the attack cards are just kind of whatever. You just take whatever base form you can and go from there. So we'll grab just the vulnerable one for the sake of this conversation. Yep, they did upgrade. Nice, nice. Shout out, dude, I don't know who runs this site, but shout out to them. Okay, so here we go. So here's the, let me get rid of these guys just to avoid any confusion. Right? So here's the question. Can you see that? Let me drag that down a little bit, right? So this is undisputedly her best core. This is her best 140 points. Much like how we did the Cassius build, right? And we talked about Cassius and his 140 point base that you build off of depending on the team, depending on the content, whatever. This is Adelhide's 140 point base. So from here, the question becomes, okay, do we want the extra draw, which can be like an extra, oops, let me do this and remove the divine. You know, do we want to do the copy, which would give us exactly an extra draw and notably a potential draw too, because it is a additional blessing card that is going to go into the deck? Or do we want a neutral plus a divine, which could be drawing a card, it could be the morale off of a upgrade, whatever, right? So that's what we need to figure out. Oh, we are still on the... Boop. That's what we need to go back and look to see if any of these are worth it. So keep it, the one disclaimer I want to add, guys, just to be safe. I don't know if this was fixed in the last patch or not, but keep in mind, this Persona card is only meant to buff attack cards. So you're not going to buff counterattack damage off this Persona card. Now, again, Adelhide's damage increase on a truth behind a story will increase counterattack damage. But be very mindful, this persona is limited in how much it's boosting those characters, where if you're doing a counterattack team, you know, counter surge is still a very reasonable option. Okay, so what might be good on her then? I don't think we're ever going to do any, like, resonance shenanigans. Like, that's pretty meh. Oh, right. We were talking about Relentless Endurance just in case you need extra sustain. Relentless Endurance is actually a very good on-demand card. Because it has Retain, you can just keep it in your hand until whenever you need it. And you can do the one that, like, doubles the shield amount. So this just becomes a insane shield. What does counterattack retain mean? As far as I am aware, it just means that you get to keep the counterattack value even if you get hit, but I have not tested that one out. Because there was no other consideration, unfortunately, for that card, where it's just like, all right, this is the best one because it gives us our shield, it gives us our counterattack, and the rest of the text doesn't matter, largely, unfortunately. Oh, I guess crystallization to get a little bit more shield could work. Oh, right, Iron Wall. Right. Iron Wall is an option if you just want to be a bit tankier. So, Because what, you get 2 resolve, 1 fortitude, 1 morale then, right? Is the trade-off. Oh, it has the ability to gain even more counterattack, sure. So our options here are going to be, do we value the Protect Us or do we value the Iron Wall Divine? Yeah, like, I guess if you need a little bit more shielding, Iron Wall is solid, but we haven't really seen a use case where we really need, we don't need this much shielding, right? And especially if you have a partner who's giving you the passive healing as well. I think I would rather just have the draw, probably, man. Well, a good thing to keep in mind is that some bosses... Actually, do any of our bosses have necrosis? Shoot, people might not know about the necrosis. Nope. Elasticity. Elasticity. Oh, we do. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of I kind of wish they would have added something that has necrosis, because that would have showcased Adelheid a little bit better. So for those that don't know, like for the Nebula Distortion, where this one says like monster elasticity, or what does Cruelborn have? I guess the bleed is his other debuff. There's this other debuff called oh my god, why is blank on it? Necrosis, right? And so necrosis is whenever you heal, you take a shit ton of damage. And so the problem that we often ran into is that Mika was like the good AP generator, and you could just not use her in that Nebula Distortion boss because it would just delete your team. So the cool trade-off here then is that Adelheid, because she is going to be more of that defense forward of just having shields, you can completely get around necrosis and not have to worry about it. So this is like, sure, you could do that as an option. Yep, Narja also works as an option too. But for those that don't have Narja, right, Adelheid could fill that role, but Necrosis is just a mean one, man. I think I am gonna go for the Iron Wall. Right? Because if I'm using if I'm trying to put this into like a Vanguard team anyways, having an Iron Wall is probably better, but I think this just comes down to like what teams are you working with her, and then this last slot is the variable. But everything else here is like you're locked in. There's not really a lot of room. I guess once upon a time, I do like the one that lets you split the blessings onto a particular target. This one might matter more in the future, but either way, you're happy with either one of these can work for what you need. And it exhausts itself, so you don't care that it doesn't have a divine. You pay the 1 AP a couple times, and sure, right? Am I only using Adelheid for this comp? Which team in particular? Right now, I'm just trying to figure out like how I feel about her base build. Because for again, did I pin it? I forget now. Where is the Discord? Oh no, I pinned the 180 version of Cassius. I don't think I pinned the 160 version. Okay, yeah. So, again, I think, like, Iron Wall is the cut that you make. You have 140 points, and then from there, it's just kind of whatever you want your flex spot to be. But for me, just trying to think ahead about, like, if I do more Vanguard-based teams in the future, and I just want to, you know, have even more universal support for what she wants to be doing, then gaining, you know, basically 2 counterattack a turn is fine. I think this is where we want to be, which or no, we have to go Lux Engravings anyways because of the Persona card. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this builds itself. This is what I would recommend. Let's see if we can. Oh, where did my Cesium went to the background? All right, let's see if we can get the deck, right? Oh, I want to check. That's what I forgot. I wanted to go check full scale offensive. Four cost or higher card is used. Damn, bro, the Rita shilling is real. All right, so Rita shilling. Yeah. We have Yuki shilling, I guess. Solid. And then I guess Diana. I might try Bullet Buddy for this one. I might try to be cheeky and do my Bullet Buddy build. This is hilarious, though. They've added... do we have that? Did I finish that Rita build? Hold on. Dang. Yeah, I mean, the draw is good, but this is not exactly what we want. Oh, we did get the Millennium Arbor, though. I guess you would still want to farm Season 2 for her. But yeah, like, you can just do the Fate Imprint build, for her. Am I the only one having problems with this Yuki boss and memory leak? I have not tried it yet, but actually, I will definitely go back and do full-scale offensive. Maybe we'll do full-scale offensive, what time is it? Tomorrow is Thursday. Or no, because I want to do a Stardive stream as well to go over the patch update. Maybe we'll save full-scale offensive for next week. Maybe that'll be like the random video that we do. But I'll have to, Bro, I don't remember what team I was originally using for this. I remember building this, and I remember doing, like, the high-cost shenanigans, but, like, obviously you need someone who's very AP, like, Typhera to generate approximately infinite AP for you. But I don't remember who the third person was. And again, only having 2 of these is kind of poopy anyways. Oh, I think it was... No, I think it was Veronica. I was doing Typhera, Veronica, and then Rita. Because I just was having issues with the extra draw that you needed. Oh, yeah, that's like the free damage one. Make sure I'm not thinking of a different... Oh yeah, I guess it is just the triple Fate Imprint instead. Rita, Mika, Typhera. Yeah, like the biggest issue with this deck in particular is just the insane amount of AP that you need to cycle it properly. You do have her God, is it Future Decreed? Yeah, you can get the like, because you want to ramp up the damage, so you can cheat the additional like cost this way, but it's only the first time, and I just did her upgrade here anyway, so yeah, you'll need like 1.5 billion AP, but we'll try that one out later. Did they make it easier to use her mechanic this patch, or was that only E6 from what I remember? All right. Can I clearly see some decks I've thought about for Adelheid? I have no strong feelings other than the one like cookie cutter list that I posted. Like there might be some niche situations for the rest, but I am just not a fan of her kit in general. Oh, the good news is we'll have our delegations back. Oh, we had to remove 2. Gosh darn it. I will also say full-scale offensive is a great motivator for me just wanting to finish my random other decks. And again, we're taking one early equipment here just in case we get the engraving event because we do need triple Lux. And this is exactly why we take the early engravings and we get punished. Never mind, everything's awful. I don't want to waste credits yet for removal if we don't need it. Have I found any personal for Yuki? I've heard some people say doing ×2 hit stacks. Doing the... Can you let me know, can you expand on the Yuki comment for me? I'm not following. And again, it might totally just be this sleep deprivation kicking in. Sure, we'll take the generic vulnerable one, man. That's fine. Yep, just get a little bit more easy removal stuff. I'm torn because, like, I love that full-scale offensive is like, you know, teehee, here's how you can go use a character that maybe you haven't used in a while and, like, feel good about having a wider roster. But I worry about what the new player experience is like for full-scale offensive because, like, one of the things that I've been trying to think about is, like, I want to do video guides, like, for full-scale offensive, even if it's just, like, showcases, but, like... The first boss, right, is very much like, hey, do you have Rita? No? Okay. Like, I guess you can use Haru, but I don't know if Haru can get 900k points. I mean, if she can, great, but, like, that's kind of where I struggle currently with how I might want to, like, approach that from a potential content standpoint. Oh, yeah, like, you could do the resonance trick with Yuki for sure. Honest to God, the 1 hour time banner not, like, interrupting your gameplay is my favorite thing of the patch so far, man. Good lord. Well, it's just one of those things where it's like, I want to do guides and I want to help people, but, like, full-scale offensive really just does feel like, hey, sorry. You know, you're SOL if you brick. I mean, we'll have a lot more chances to finish this card, so it's whatever. Cool, and we get the right Teddy. Now give me the right blessing payoff card and I'll be happy. I guess once upon a time you technically don't want the discard one because that can be a negative for some builds. So I guess with our early meditation, we can re-roll that one. And if, like, we don't get it, it's not the... Okay, yeah, so it didn't matter. There you go. See, if we don't get it, it's kind of whatever, but... I would rather pay the AP cost and not have to worry about the random discard. Again, the random discard is technically better because it allows you to make sure that, like, hey, if we want blessings, you know, on certain characters, Magna's not going to have any blessing cards, right? And you're able to, like, target which characters in case you want to use it in a build later with the one that's like, hey, draw a blessing card, right? If you want to target a certain character to draw those cards, the discard one can be better. But I'm going to stick with just the one cost one. All right, so we do need luck. Actually, we need time regulators so we can actually get the card that we want to copy. But we need Lux engravings is what I was going to say. We'll do one refresh here. I tried to test the double blessing thing, and at least from the very small sample size, it seemed like no. But it was one of those things where, like, I couldn't easily find a way to test it. Where it's like I wanted to have exactly 4 cards left in the deck, 3 of them have blessing, and then use the blessing card, right? Like that was the deck condition I was trying to cycle for, and I just ran out of time. Damn, we're not getting this. She is a very okay unit. She's like by no means Giga Busted or anything like that. All right, can we get one of our engravings? Yes, we can. Yippee! Cool. Well, everything's coming together for this build so far. Yes, blessing cards, that is like the one downside of her kit is that you could accidentally hit upgrade cards. So that is one thing you do have to be careful about the sequencing for her kit. Or no, we have all her right ones now, right? Yep, so we just gotta get the right protect us now. So again, gonna try to just search for Lux engravings because at this point, all we care about is guaranteeing that we get all of our Lux cards. Or Lux engravings. Iron Wall, I don't generally want to pick up before the first copy event because it ruins your chances. Actually, she has a lot of unique cards, so it shouldn't matter, but all the same, I'm going to wait to... on principle, I'm going to wait to pick up the Iron Wall card. And we don't need the meditation, we said. I feel bad calling her balanced when, like, so much of her kit just feels meh otherwise. All right, there we go. We get our Protect Us. We just have to hopefully high roll that into something decent. Neither of these matter. I guess just in case we get... No, I'm not gonna... Whatever. We'll just use the money for re-rolling. I'll definitely take that for a chance at Executioners. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to post something. Always all hurts have. Very soft, given everything. Okay. Boo, boo. We'll re-roll it, it's fine. I mean, I think that's just the gotcha curse in general, right? Where it's like, the game is always just gonna favor whoever the next units are. But, like, I guess there's always gonna be a full-scale offensive that'll come around where she'll be good. Oh, do we want the, or no. We don't want this generic, actually. There'll come around a full-scale offensive where she's, like, relevant again, I guess. So that counts for something. I guess just try to force the other epiphany. Okay, getting a divine's potentially good. Nope. All right, so unfortunately for us, that's 2 big fat rerolls. Or no, I forget, this one's only the buff that changes. It's the item stays the same. Which, at this point, sure, we'll take a random... I don't think we're getting our engravings lined up. Okay, we do finish our persona card. That is a blessing. I forget which this one is. Nope, and it is Umbra, not Lux. You know what? It's a Lux engraving, man. We just take it. We'll replace it at the next one or something. Oh, shoot, we don't have a, I guess we could get, like, a better engraving, potentially, so... No, that's fine. Never lucky, I suppose. Or wait, we finished. I just said we finished our persona card. So we're just trying to see if we can get the last neutral we need, or see what else we can round out with this build, and try to get like rerolls. But Vulnerable 4 is sick, man. I will just take any equipment to maybe find another... I don't know. I don't think there's another engraving event this late. Wow, we did not... We only got a single campfire, man. Rough. Well, we can't re-roll both. And we have nothing else that can be can get an epiphany, right? Yeah, we're kind of it's kind of cooked, unfortunately. All right, yeah, we're cooked. Oh, that's a bummer. We didn't even get or I guess we're technically supposed to loop the Lux engraving here just so we have it. Crimson Sword doesn't really matter. I really do love Torturer's Toolbox. I think it is just an insanely valuable item right now. We didn't get our we didn't get Iron Wall either, which is unfortunate. The Pulverize. Yeah, that is. It's gonna be a throwaway, unfortunately. Joke's on me for not taking the Iron Wall, I guess. Neither of these. Whatever. Yeah, Flashbang could have been fine. I was just kind of bummed that we didn't get any of the, like, legendaries for it. This is awkwardly, like, really close if we had the, if we had a hyper draw. Like, this build would unironically be very good for the first half of the Great Rift. But, like, I don't really care to use this. It is otherwise complete, though. So, yeah, I guess I'll save this, because technically this does work with a very niche build, so I guess I should have actually cared a little bit more about what our weapon was. I guess the equipment sucks. I know we're getting the new equipment gear, but, like, this is not worth fixing the equipment on. But all right, that does work with a niche thing I was thinking of. All right, no, that was a 14, wasn't it? What good weapon legendaries would you say for her? There's not really any good ones for Vanguards, right? That it's like my brain would go to oh, what's that stupid card? Or gear, Rune Lance, but Rune Lance is only in Foretold Ruin. That's usually like my default go-to answer for Vanguard stuff. Can you get Belligerence in Seasonal Chaos? There are some cards that are removed from the season. Belligerence is one of them. Belligerence, the one that stops their actions, and there's like one other ban card. There's a... Yeah, here you go. Here's the list. So, for whatever reason, oh no, it's only exhaust 2 status ailments. But yeah, Belligerence is a hell of a card, man. I don't know why they ended up kicking that one out. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized I'm probably in the way. And it's from right here. There's this, like, banner that's in the Great Rift. Whoop. My big-ass body is in the way. I guess banned is technically the wrong word, right? It just does not appear. I don't know if you saw my question on one of your videos, but the whole thing with shield retain not stacking regarding her purple card and corrupted core. Yeah, that was in one of, so somebody pointed that out to me. It was in one of the parts of the dev video that they changed retain to only take the highest value, apparently. So they in so many ways just, like, killed corrupted core. Well, I guess if you don't have Adelheid, Corrupted Core is still the best thing for, like, the Maribel OTK deck. And for Amir. But I suspect many people who are trying to do shield shenanigans are going to have Adelheid or going to do Vanguard things, and she has the built-in retain. Oh! Oh, wait, that's a good call. They probably... Is there, like, rare... I see what happened. They lowered the pool of cards. Because, right, this would compete with Dream World. So if they left in Belligerence, Dream World would appear less. And then the same thing with these other two. They removed one card from each rarity. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, no, with her purple card, like, it's just kind of... I wish they would let us divine it, right? Like, let me throw a morale on that upgrade, man, but at least it's an upgrade, so, like, it doesn't stay in your deck. It's just a value otherwise. Probably? Oh, shoot. There was another, Did I miss that ping? Ah, it was 5 minutes. I probably already missed it. A lot of our crew's been hosting raids and whatnot for everybody in Grand Blue Fantasy. I've been trying to jump into a few of them, but it looks like I missed that. Well, with Amir, you get her ego skill, right? That gives you, like, the 100% shield, so it's just a way to try to retain as much of that shield as possible. Like, I think you're using Adelheid in that team comp for other reasons, but there's, like, just the safety net for a couple turns. Oops. Let me click on the right thing. There we go. I'm like, damn, bro, help us out. Oh, shoot. Did I do the upgrade? I totally forgot that we have more Memory of Light now. That's right, you have to go into, you have to do it this way, right? Oh, just a rare node? Sure. Because Blessing procs with a mirror. Wait, what? What discard are you using though? Are you using like Nia? Hold on, it's been so long since we've used a mirror. I might just be misremembering. I apologize. Yes, but Blessing only triggers when you discard the card. So, like, who's your third character, I guess, is my question. Well, sure, but, like, you're going to be able to use that shielding. Like, you're not generating a lot of shields if you're not building a shield card into her kit. Like, there's no way to, unless you're using Teddy, right? There's no way to get a significant amount of shielding with the retain otherwise. Like, my thing just comes back to just don't use, oh, wrong one. Cards. Like, as long as you don't use Teddy, you don't have a lot of shield generation at all. I guess I'd have to check it out, but like, you generate such insignificant amount of shield that there's no world where we're not going to have Blessing available to us. Is kind of like where my mindset is at. Like, we're building for, like, sure, the obvious answer here is just delete it then. That's fine. But I have not used a mirror in forever, and I just feel like you don't get enough shielding for that to matter. But again, thankfully, like, it's not a core card for her, so it doesn't really matter, thankfully. Or no, it's neutral legendary. I don't want any of these, man. Let's say we have a 1k cap on Blessing, but if you manage to make 3k shields, you retain 750. I mean, if you remind me, Frosty, I'll just literally test it for you, because I have an Amir save, and I have a Adelheid save or 3 that I could try out with it. Did we get her copy card or no? I was not even paying attention. We got our copy card, so we want the credits. No, the animation is just crazy on her attack. I don't like her attack card, man. There's just, like, way too much going on visually. And, like, I'm bummed out that I can't make a DPS build like I did for Narja in the same way. So, like, I was a little sad that the doggy card was unique. But now that, like, I've seen the animation, if I had to use that doggy card 4 times every single turn, no, I would lose it. It's, like, very visually overstimulating. I could not imagine trying to make that as, like, a main DPS thing, so... the devs, like, did us a solid on that end. That's awkwardly not a bad card for tower at all. That's like very, very good for tower. It's kind of funny. Nice. All right, that is one of them. Just give me the credits, man. We already have a gear in case we get the engraving event, so just make as much money as possible here. Wrong blessing. I don't need any of those. Fey Epiphanies? I haven't seen anything like that yet. Skip. This is my speed run of, sick, I guess. Or wait, can Chaos... Wait, does Void Boy even have a, AP, or did I just screw this up? Surely Void Man has an AP one, right? I'm not crazy. Okay, he does. Okay, cool. This one. All right, never lucky. Or wait, hold on. Where's my... Bro, that would have been so sick if we would have actually got our divine pickup. All right, all of our luck is in Persona cards today, man. What the hell? Come on. I need the even luck across the board, man. I don't need to throw everything away in just the engraving luck this early. Oh wait, we finished the card. My bad. Gotta get the credits and skip. Bold of you to assume that we're even gonna get Monica. No. We want Teddy. Yeah, combo divine would work out. Okay, I will pay for divines on that. You know, that's okay. Let's try to get the rest of this fixed. So we need to find Lux engravings as a priority. Okay, so there's one. Paying 200 sucks, but bro, can they fix this? Oh wait, they did fix the text. Wait, bro, what? Was there a hot fix after my morning stream? Oh god, please tell me I'm not losing my mind. I'm not that tired. This still said ally this morning, right? I'm like 99% sure this still said ally as of this morning. I'm sticking with that. I never said ally. No! Don't do this to me right now. I'm on like what, 3 hours of sleep in 30 hours at this point or whatever? Don't do me like that. I will believe anything that you tell me right now. I am so sleep deprived. Oh, sick. Sick! Let's go. I don't need that. Pull up the tapes. I don't remember I don't remember at what point we saw that in the slew of the grind, so I will just have to take the L on that one. Oh, I forgot about, dang it, I forgot about Once Upon a Time. Good heavens. Because we're not gonna go for Dog, we're gonna go for, Teddy. Jesus, the Divines, hello! Can we get one of the Divines on others? Oh, that was the wrong button. Can we get the Divines on one of the cards that we actually want to get a Divine, man? God dang. Just take the money and run. Okay, so this is the wrong one, but that's, we could work with that. So this is a higher priority for us to reroll. God, that's so tempting. I really want to do something cheeky with the X cost Once Upon a Time and the doggo that gets a shit ton of damage, man. I want to live this dream so much. Man, I keep going back and forth on this, but like, I really love the idea of being able to control where your blessings go, to reduce the RNG. So, the thing is, so we're not ever taking the X cost here. I'm not going to build that out right now. I'm building our generic one. So, with the blessings, right? We just want to have as many blessings in the deck as possible to increase the likelihood that we draw an extra card. And so, at a higher level, both of these are the same thing, but there is the downside of we have to discard something, which in some teams is not a downside. In other teams, it can make some of your sequencing a little bit awkward. But man, I also like the drawing, right? I guess I forgot to add, the other part is I like that this gives you a draw in addition, which is why I've been taking it. So man, I just know that discard and being able to target is going to be so good at some point. Oh, we already have our Lux engravings. We need we need Iron Wall. Focus. We need Iron Wall still. We have 3 shops. 4 shops. 1, 2 shops. I can count. Ooh, we still have to remove 2 cards as well. Okay, I don't think we have the credits to mess around, man. All right, we got a couple shops here to see if we can save this. I keep forgetting our engraving's done. The decreased money from the debuffs is really hurting us. Yo, how many divines are we gonna get in one run, my guys? Damn. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about re-rolling still too. We technically should re-roll the Teddy to try to get the counterattack one. I guess this we can always fix with a potential. So I guess that is a lower... That's a lower priority. I think we just have to focus on getting the removal and trying to find Iron Wall. Yeah, I'm really hoping we're gonna get an event that can dig us out. Really hoping we can get a removal event to dig us out. No, none of these. I guess we can use training because we're kind of broke. Yeah, the 12 credits at a time is really hurting. Okay. Okay, that's actually huge. The one time I'm happy to see this damn event. Plus 30% damage amount. It doesn't say attack cards. I guess this buffs her counterattack then. Oh, we need to find okay. We need Iron Wall. We need Torture's Toolbox. What else? Sure, another one for the Executioner set. Oh boy, 13 credits. We're really rolling in the money. Yep, just take the credits because we need it. We are just trying to fix our Adelheid deck from the earlier stream. No, we don't exhaust anything. All right, well, we got gold now. How many shops were left? Hopefully there's 2 shops left. Nope, I mean, we don't need tax here. Ah, there's only 1 shop left. Blech. Oh, this would have been so good for Iron Wall, too. Damn. Oh, Truth is not, Truth does not have an upgrade yet. Or wait, we don't want a Divine on this. Can we just take a generic? Is everything else Epiphany? No, Thread of Light is, gosh darn it, man. All right, oh, no, this is a select. Yeah, hold on, never mind. I thought it was a random. We can get our last Epiphany here, thankfully. No! Why? ¿Por qué, Maria? Damn. The nightmare is ongoing, as we say. I was really hoping to have a chance to reroll Fairy Tales, but having to reroll 2 of these is too expensive for my blood. Ironically, I don't want that to have... I don't want that to have the Divine. I guess so it's trading Weaken for damage reduction? Like... Broly Corny, thank you for the follow. I think we just give up on this run anyways. I think we just have to... I think this is just a it's cooked moment. And we're still missing Iron Wall. We're still missing Torture's Toolbox. Or I guess, oh no, it has the wrong engraving, so we can't even take it. Or no, we have to use attack cards for that, so that doesn't work either. Oh, but no neutral. Damn it. Close, man. So close. All right. Copy the book. Screw you, man. Yeah. Those are whatever, man. Oh, the nightmare is ongoing. It is what it is. I want to know if Iron Maiden chess piece procs Teddy. Oh, that would be cute tech. Again, I'm still like 99% sure you're always gonna want the counter attack for extra damage, but okay, so we would have to re-roll. We'd have to re-roll Teddy. I guess we could just accept that we're... No, I mean, no, like... I would rather just have our... Oh, we could... This could be a copy angle. Nah, I don't... I think we just start over again. Like, this getting the Divine, unironically screws a lot of our points. Only having one thing that we have to, like, potential flash, I think is very okay. Because we did get the right accessories. We did finish our Persona card. We can put a Divine AP on this, but, like... This is, unfortunate. Like, this just cuts us off from so much. Because we can't do the copy angle, right, with Protect Us. I will save it in case we do something with it later, but this is a just reroll angle. My opinion on Diana, I think she's very fine. I know Sue is like a bullet main and is very excited for her, but I don't have anything else to add on. Like I think she's just a very okay unit. Oh damn, I missed 2 hexas. I guess Bree probably missed both hexa pings as well then, because she did not tell me or not grab my phone. Man, 2 free hexes we missed today. One of our friends in the crew, she finished her destruction weapon today, which is a huge damage increase. Wim, thank you for the follow. Oh, why is the badge alerts working now? Why is that randomly? I didn't change anything. So for those that saw the alert banner that like goes right here, I don't know. I didn't change anything. I don't know why this decided to work. So glad that that's working randomly again, I guess. I've been trying to fix that alert thing. If you redo the Epiphany on Divine, does it override the Divine? Nope. Once the Divine's on there, it is stuck on there as far as I am aware. What's a good Adol team? There is a lot that you can do with her, in terms of the, like, overall support. Can you remove that card and then use a token to bring it back? Yes, but then I would also have to waste a flash potential, which those things are too damn expensive, y'all. The best build, in my opinion, for Adelheid is going to be one that just allows you to get the most value out of Protect Us. That she becomes a extra draw engine while also having her damage increase card. But outside of that, it's kind of eh. She has like cool counterattack synergies with like Narja and stuff. She can go and support like Chizuru's basic attack build really good, but it comes back to just kind of whatever you have with her.
XL2.
All right, hold on. I got pinged for a path update, so I'm gonna watch this really quick.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of XL2. We've added a ton of new quality of life features in Return of the Ancients. Here's a couple you'll find useful in the endgame. The Atlas now has a search box that updates live as you type. If you have a specific map you'd like to run, just key in the name of it and you'll be able to locate it instantly.
I guess that matters for like boss modifiers. I have not gone this deep into Poe's endgame. Like I don't know how much that actually matters or not. But I guess that's cool for like a quick search.
Hitting enter will move
or
you
like
from map
rune
to
drops
map,
probably.
allowing you to easily move between them. This works on more than just map names. You can find biomes, powerful bosses, or even specific mods.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
This works on more than just map names. You can find biomes, powerful bosses, or even specific mods. Really, anything about
okay,
a map
yeah,
you can think of.
search bar's goated.
This
Never
can come in
mind.
handy if you get specific tablets that
Peak.
you want to use with specific mechanics. So for example, if you get a tablet that adds extra essence encounters, you might want to run it with a map that boosts essences. By typing essence in the search box,
That is one instance where I got really annoyed trying to figure out like, oh, where do I go to get the most value out of my drops,
you can
right?
find maps that will affect them. Like this map, which causes essence packs to have 2 rares in them.
Yeah, okay, that's sick. That's
Now
a
that
very
we have
nice quality
trade
thing.
market search built into the game client, we've also added the ability
Yo! In game, finally! Are you serious?
Now that we have trade market search built into the game client, we've also added the ability to price check items you find more easily. Shift-Alt clicking an item will now instantly search for it on the trade market, showing you the current prices.
Bro, thank
For rare
God.
items, it's handy
Holy
to exclude
shit.
some mods, so we've added the ability to enable and disable each modifier individually, letting you see exactly how each one affects the item's price.
Yo!
And that's not all. The Fragment Stash tab is finally...
So for those that don't know, like, trading is a very big part of Path of Exile 2. There's like a whole currency economy, yada, yada, yada. But the problem is, with trading previously, you had to like go to a separate website, search up the stuff, try to find in the information, go back into the game, whisper the person, deal with the thing. Oh, you don't want the item, you don't want to do the trade. Okay, go back to the website, tab out of the game. Like, it was just annoying. Like, it was fine, but it was one of those things where it's just like, how do these guys not have this figured out, like, 10 years later or whatever it is? Spoiler, they finally did it. Yeah, martial arts on Friday, man. Hell yeah. Oh, was it in the last league? Yeah, so I'm returning after the last one I played was the Huntress spear release when we got Javazon.
2. And with it comes some serious tabception. This tab is a dedicated storage for various boss fragments. There's also a tab for all your precursor tablets, with each tablet type receiving 6 tabs of storage. Finally, there's storage for your Jin barriers and inscribed ultimatums, both of which also get 6 tabs each.
Nice.
Speaking of changes to stash tabs, with the Runes of Aldo League, there's a ton more runes that have been added to the game. In order to fit them, we've modified the Socketable stash tab. There are now 5 substashes for runes, Kalguran runes, soul cores, idols, and ancient augments.
Thank God, man. My
Giving you
stash
much more
was
space
always
for
a
all those
mess.
runes.
I'll give you whatever money you want, GGG.
All
Like,
these features and
thank
much
you.
more are available in Return of the Ancients launching May 29th. Thanks for watching, and see you at launch.
Hell yeah. That's dope. Very excited for that. Okay, so sorry, but someone did ask a question. Let me go back. Why do you keep Friends from Fairy Tale in the deck? Why not? So in this version of the build, you do just want a little bit of sustain. This is the wrong version of that, but right, this version is ultimately what we want because it does give her the counterattack. Oh, it says right here, y'all, for whoever asked earlier, my bad. Retain counterattack is literally what I said it was earlier. You do get to retain the counterattack count. Cool. Anyways, this just is a way to get a little bit more damage since you are going to be using the shielding and increased counterattack damage build for her. And you are getting, you know, a shield card out of it. So it's just a way to get her to do a little bit more damage while also giving you the sustain that you want. So I'm a big fan of this card. Is just like a nice to have. Keep in mind with Teddy, it is a blessing card, so it also synergizes with our God dang it, close out of this. It also synergizes with our main draw engine because it's another blessing card that goes into the deck, increasing the likelihood that we're gonna have a draw two. What do you think about the Mort version? Yo, I keep going back and forth, and man. So for those that don't know, Friends, Morphed. So if you don't need the counterattack, like let's say you're not using a dedicated counterattack team, you could use this version instead. One of the downside is that it does like swap back between these two cards, which does make it a little bit annoying to use. But I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot that I wanted to make two different builds of this because I want one that is going to be more counterattack focused, and I want one that uses this card as well. So I need to make the save data that is exactly the same except for this one epiphany. So I will say for people who maybe don't care about a Vanguard team and want to do a pure so sorry, I had the counterattack team like on my mind when I was talking about this earlier, but I do think that overall this is the one that you're going to want because it gives you the extra shielding and it gives you the extra damage reduction to just give a little bit more support. Again, I've been just like brain rotted on the counterattack side because this is going to be good for like the Narja builds. It's going to be good for like the tower support stuff. If you try to build her as like a sub DPS, you'll want to get the extra counterattack engine going that way with her memory fragment set. But for pure non-Vanguard based teams, Morphed is a very, very good option as well. But it's 120, right? Is the difference? It's 360 versus 240. Yeah, so you get a extra 120% shield, which also really quickly, 120% shield is like okay. Like I'm not even sure that I would, you know, reflash for one versus the other. I think both these are just very okay. But if you are trying to do a counterattack team and if you want to do like her counter surge and all that stuff, then yeah, you probably, oops, wrong one. You just want to grab the this one. Why not remove it for another copy of Protect Us? Because why not remove it for another copy of Protect Us? Copy and remove are two different two different limitations and also different point buckets. Like we don't make room for the card that way. It's all based on the point total. Where is my... Oh, right. I remember now, because, yeah. Sorry. This is why that we were talking about the Iron Wall neutral, right? We were talking about the, so let's build the other one really quickly for those that just want to see, like, a side-by-side. I'll always take the draw. AP, boop, boop. This becomes morphed. This becomes this. The Persona card, I think, ultimately is going to stay the same, right? Because you are going to have... You either have Magna, who wants to deal more damage to gain more shields, so you want the Persona card to increase her damage, or you're going to have Narja, who has the multi-hit attack cards, which are really, really good for the Persona boosting. But for this case, we are just looking for, again, any Persona. Lux. And so for this version, I don't think you actually care about... I don't think there's a neutral that's good enough, man. What divines does this get again? You could get like a Giga Shield, which is kind of whatever. Crystallization's cool. It gives you a little bit more passive shielding. I guess I would just take hand to hand, honestly. So not counterattack, but still more sustainability, right? That's kind of what we're thinking about here. Oh, no, you would take yeah. Hold on. You would just use a girl in a rotted apple for the Lux Blessing. And then this becomes a draw one to cycle itself. So get rid of... Because this gives you a little bit more damage out of your shields, while also giving you additional shield. And like for a 1 cost, that's probably the best you could do. I guess the other option is like a upgrade, because I don't think crystallization gives us any, or what's that card called again? I don't think hand-to-hand combat gives us morale, right? No, because it's an attack base, so that doesn't work. Yeah. So hand-to-hand combat doesn't work. Energy barrier? You can't get belligerence this season. Yeah, I don't know. The last card slot for her is kind of awkward. I guess this gives you counterattack again, which is nice. Oh, wait, no, you can't get the morale buff if it's not an upgrade. No, it has to be an upgrade. It has to be an upgrade. Dr. Pepper, please. Can I recommend a group for Serenial and one for Hidimari? It just comes down to what your roster is. I have a bunch of team recommendations that I've given, like on Discord or Twitter or what have you. So it's the thing about CZN, it's more about the content you're trying to clear than like this one team is always good and always the best team. Serenial has quite a few different teams that works for her ultimately. Okay, so again, sorry, what upgrades do we have? That did not work. Is there like a monster card that we could use? Like, I'm like really in the pits here of trying to figure out what else might be relevant. Actually, never mind. Monster cards are way too hard to, like, consider farming. I immediately take that back. Bro, it really is just Iron Wall again, I guess. Iron Wall is the best upgrade. So I think if we're just talking about shielding amount, because she has the retain, I think it is going to be just girl with the rotted apple. I think these are the two like cores I would recommend depending on like which team you're going to try to slot her into. Because like either you want a little bit of extra resolve and counterattack because you're going like super heavy into like that team, or you just get like a girl and a rotted apple for a extra shielding and it's fine. Is the game in maintenance now? No, we're just trying to theory craft what are kind of like the two different variations for, and the fairy tales swapped, right? I think you're just trying to figure out which, the slight variations you would change for Adelheid. I don't know if I have... I guess I'll just drop these in the Discord as well. Pure generic ADHD support versus counter attack team support ADHD. As random reference. Oh, heck. Boop. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I saw the green. I thought it was the green beans that we had to throw. I'm like, wait a minute. What are you doing to me? And again, huge shout out to Brita helping us out, making sure that we're still eating and taking care of ourselves after, like, you know, not sleeping and whatnot. So I will be stuffing my face off camera as we do like another chaos run. But kind of final thoughts here, right? I think this is to Gabriel's point in the chat earlier. I think this is kind of where you want to like min-max your two different choices now, right? You either go all in on just getting sustain without like taking too much away from what Adelheid wants to do, which is drawing extra cards, right? And making sure that she's generating AP, because if we factor in, or I guess, hold on, this needs to be, we have the extra draw, we want this to get blessing, and we want this to be a 0 cost. Anyway, so we have 1 AP cost here, so this is going to be, 2 AP cost here, so this is only giving us +1 AP, where this other one is going to have, you know, the Iron Wall, which will be permanently gone and just give us permanent buff, but still -2 AP. So getting initial, only 1 extra AP with this build is a little bit limiting, but sometimes that's all you need. But that is kind of the drawback with the Persona cards, is because they do buff you so much. They are worth the AP, but you have to be very careful and where we can get additional AP for these characters. And for right now, this is kind of where we would lean into. So we are going to go back to this. I am going to just do another chaos run while I stuff my face. Or what time is it? Yeah, we still got a bit of time. I really want to finish this Adelheid deck today if we can. Again, man, I unironically would pay for extra of these. Like, I already am paying for the monthly card that gives us 2, but man, I want even more of them. Food. Oh, that is the wrong. There we go. There's a $5 offer for 3. Shit. That is tempting. Sure, just passive healing is great, man. Neither one is attacking us, but we should be discarding enough cards here to just kill them straight up. I don't know, maybe we need the AoE damage later for a random thing, but... We didn't get anything from meditation yet, right? No, okay. I was like, Iron Wall check just because? I'm at 20 summons in a 50-50 right now. Do they can get her? Good luck or get extra Cassiuses, right? That's what I would say. I mean, Death Brand is whatever. Like, the base attack card doesn't matter. I just want to maximize my chances to see the right engraving. So, sure, man. Death Brand it is. You got me. Got that dog in me. Almost broke through damage-wise. Alright, playing out our upgrades, I guess, at least. I will say it's a beautiful animation, though, for her kit. Are you talking about the balance changes or something else? Or wait, no, Chizuru wasn't in the balance changes, right? It was just Yuki. Never mind. Now I don't remember who was all in that except other than Yuki. Which, again, huge shout out to the devs that they're just willing to continuously, like, work on past characters, man, and buff them up and stuff. Well, shit, man. I'm all about Chizuru buffs.
悪いお城が私を守ってくれるの。捕まったりしない。本が悪いよ。一緒に本は読もう。負けません。
I guess I could have just used Nyx for the discard triggers, but oh well.
皆さん、捕まる身の泡誰も死なせません。悪いよ。負けます。皆さん。
I guess this is what I get for double support, but you know, we'll get there eventually. How's Adelheid? I think she's just a very fine character. You know, she will be a side upgrade for some people, but she really comes down to how long you've been playing the game and how good she is for your account in particular. The more characters you have unlocked, the less important she becomes for, like, support options. Oh, I guess we don't have a lot of blessing cards in the deck already, so... Whoopsies! Alright, just do more deck thinning, I guess, at this point. Should have done Sword Flash first, my bad. Bro, not like this. I guess we just need some item on her just in case we do hit the engraving event. Double removal saved those credits, so happy for that. Oops, she's already at the top. Not a Lux engraving, so we just want to pass on it. We do need to be mindful about what engravings we're picking up. I have not heard anyone use, or had not have heard anyone use the new equipment swap yet. I would hope that it lets us keep the engravings, but I cannot confirm.
負けません。皆さん、エディニティ号の名のもとに処罰します。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why not let autoplay play while you eat? I don't trust that shit. I've played this game long enough, man. I don't trust AI for nothing.
捕まった慎重に。お祭りが始まったみたい。負けません。これは慎重に。元気が出ましたか？お守りします。悪い狼、そこではみんな幸せに暮らしました。
That's right, our retain wasn't active yet. Rest in peace.
容赦しません。
Ah, dang it. We don't want to use two of our own cards.
皆さん、準備
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
捕まったりしない。後ろが私を守ってくれる。
Man, her shield's crazy, though.
準備できました。下がってください。強力な攻撃が予測されます。負けません。してください。準備できる。皆さん。
I just realized we had her book in her hand. Gosh darn it. Oh, boy howdy. We are just not getting, No. I think we just have to take this slow, otherwise I don't want to just get bonked here for no good reason. Sick, there we go. Like, we'll eventually loop back to this. Yeah, I'm currently stuffing my face with pasta, sorry. It's just, you know, not very elegant. Give her a gun! No, it's dangerous to go alone. Please take this small child, and you just hand them a gun. Absolutely not, Shadows. Absolutely not, brother. All right, I'm gonna trust auto on this one because it should be pretty straightforward. Oh, you son of a! As soon as I press it. I'm just gonna put this in the other room real quick and then we'll be back to it. Yeah, where's all those AI believers, man? Get that. Sorry. My bad for having ego points, right? Yeah, did AI do a good job? Please rate 1 through 10. God dang it. Ah, nothing beats a nice cold Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I'm not shoving noodles in my face now, so I am, you know, appropriately positioned for camera. She already has a base engraving, right? No, yeah, we just want money then. Yeah, it turns on auto, permanently deletes account. All right. Yeah, that's fair. Do we have a reroll target yet? Nope, that's fine. And the rest of these haven't epiphanied yet. I mean, whatever, man. Show me Iron Wall. That's none of that is no. All right, well, there's one Lux engraving at least. That's something. Or no, we still want toolbox. I'm not gonna spend money on this. Again, could be a nice support option for a couple teams, but I would rather just have toolbox because that's like your generic good chess piece. Definitely not chains. Or wait, do we remove basics? Oh yeah, sick. And we're good on basics. So we have a little bit more currency this time around. For Typhera, depends on the build. If you're doing her, oh god, turn off auto. No! Jesus. For Typhera, it depends on if you're doing the creation and destruction, tower carry, or if you're using her as a normal support. Otherwise, Glory Rain is the support option, the one that increases your overall team's damage, and then for damage focused builds, you just want to do the defense crit damage, and then, funny enough, you roll attack damage for the third one. You could technically use the one cost set too if you're doing the one cost creation and destruction that I covered in my last video, but that's a much more niche one to reference. But yeah, Glory's Reign is like when you produce a skill card, increase allies' damage by 5%, or on exhaust skill card creation or use, increase damage by 5%. Oh, that dude's super dead. Damn. Oh wait, we can just discard this for the AoE damage, my bad, right? If we do this instead, it should kill both anyways. Okay, way overkill, never mind. Is it 15% or 20? I don't remember. I know I was using it on Cassius as well, but no, it is 15. Yeah. Or no, we don't have meditation yet, right? I don't remember. Nope, because both of these are correct still. Do I want to build Iron Wall or do I want to build... like, Iron Wall is just nice because it's just a good generic option. Like, the part that sucks about this, right, is that we have no idea if we're gonna even get the girl in her rotted apple event. I guess I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna try to go for the like the max shield, no counterattack version of the build instead. New character is decent, but it largely comes down to what characters you already have on your roster. She is a side upgrade in a lot of situations. But the biggest part about pulling on this banner is that Cassius is on rate up, who is a very, very good 4-star. So there is a lot of value in the banner, even if Adelheid isn't like the most crazy, insane character. And we remove the basics. I think I'm gonna hold off on this. I think we're gonna just try to get our Lux engravings, which we're not gonna get anyways, apparently, so that's fine. No meditation. I guess I forgot to check what energy barrier can get too. Finally got E6 Cassius from this banner. Hell yeah, that's what we're talking about, man. Damn, bro, get chunked. Yeah, it's just very hard to make like a blanket statement of like, oh, this character is good for X reason, when so much of her kit in general just feels up in the air. My biggest worry right now is that Adelheid will actually be really, really good with Faye, and then, you know, people are going to be sad that they missed out on Adelheid. So, as soon as we find Faye's kit, so hey, by the way, I'll ask this favor of all of y'all. You know, I don't ask for much, so if I may, if anybody finds Faye's kit translations, please let me know in the Discord, on Twitter, whatever, carrier pigeon, however you want to let me know. Let me know so I can actually like do an analysis on, you know, is Faye going to need Adelheid? Because I know that's a question that a lot of people are going to ask, right? So I think that's going to be a major determining factor as well. Oh, sick. All right, well, there's immediately 200 gold saved. Love that. China servers open tomorrow, or I guess later today in China, if I remember correctly, because time zones. I remember somebody saying Thursday in US, so soon. Yes, I've seen the Billy video, or whatever it's called, the Chinese YouTube. I've seen that video, but I need the exact epiphanies, right? Like, I need to have the like all-in-one image so I can go through and compare every epiphany and like do theory crafting. I guess we're gonna go up. Oh, I should have drawn the card first, I guess. Yeah, I don't think this is the run either, man. No, sorry. Just cracked me up. Cause I rarely read names, just out of habit, but, Sir Piggy the Third, that is great. No, so I've had a lot of people ask me, so, quick heads up. I guess this goes back to the Path of Exile thing. So to give you all a heads up of kind of like what's to come. And if you're on YouTube, this is going to be relevant because I'm going to be on Twitch, but not on YouTube for like a week. Path of Exile 2 has a new league launching Friday, and I haven't played since before I started this new YouTube channel. So, admittedly and selfishly, I'm going to take a small break just so I can actually play a video game for myself. I'll probably still end up streaming some of it, but like, I'm not doing content for it. Like, there's no ulterior motive. It's just like me getting to play a video game for the sake of playing a video game, which I have not done in over 6 months at this point. So we are going to take a little bit of a break from CZN next week because I'll just be playing the Path of Exile 2 League. But after that, I've been getting a lot of requests, like Sir Piggy just mentioned in the chat, of doing like just a straight up build 32 characters, throw it into an Excel file style of thing. So I still don't know the best way of organizing that, but so not next week, but the week after that, I will probably just spend the entire week in PowerPoint, in Excel sheets, and we will go through and build every single character. Now, I don't know that I'm going to do a team build for every single character. So, like, to be very clear, right? Because I want to be very transparent about expectations on this one. What I will not be doing is I will not be doing something like this, right? This takes significantly more work, significantly more playtesting, and is a lot more limited in terms of like what you can use it for, right? Instead, what I probably will do, or at least what I'm going to start with, is I'm going to do something like this, where it is just like generically good builds for characters that you can then mix and match with various teams. So I don't know how I'm going to organize this. It'll probably be like a Google Doc, but that will be like what I work on. Or I guess a better example would have been, do I still have it up? Yeah. So a better example would have been like going through these combinations, right? Where it's just like, I'll talk about these different Adelheid video builds, where like this one is going to be more about like, oh, if you're using like Narja and Maribel, you're going to want to use this build. But this other one is like, oh, if you're doing like a Heidi Marie Selena deck, right? You're going to use this one instead because it provides you more sustain and AP. So I'll try to like differentiate those two sides of it, but I just can't, I legitimately can't do this 31 times. It's just, even if I was a full-time streamer and like I didn't have a salary job and other stuff I do on the side, I don't think I could still do this for like all 31 characters. Like it's just, it's a lot. This would probably take an entire patch cycle to do like actually tested and good builds. But yes, I apologize. People have been asking, but it is going to be a very large, it's going to be a very large undertaking to do that. So I will have to figure out what's the best way to, oh, there we go. I'll have to figure out the best way to like condense all of that. Yes and no, right? Like, I know some people, especially for our newer players, they are going to want just a team build that they can copy and paste and just use, right? Which I'm trying to like draw that fine line of like, how helpful can I be versus like, yes, you will need some game knowledge before you look at these lists, you know, considerations. So I'll have to work on that a bit for sure. Oh. We got our Lux engraving, man. Can her dream world? I don't think it can. I guess I could just check the CZN deck builder really quick.
お菓子の家に着いたの?
Or no, it's Fortitude for Vanguards, right? So it's for Vanguard, Psionic, and Controller, they get the Fortitude buff.
頼ってくれてもいいですよ.
Where is CZN again? I keep losing stuff in Windows.
ゆっくり休みながら次の作戦を練るとしましょう.
Oh yes, this one we do want to meditate now. All right, one's fixed. That counts for something. Yeah, it'll definitely just be like during stream, open conversation, like just, you know, an open community dialogue. Because here's the other thing. I have not played Luke. I have not played Renoa. I have not, well, I guess I played more Diana this patch. I haven't played Lucas. So, like, there are some characters that I will be, like, either having a disclaimer or saying, like, this build provided by so-and-so, right? So that's, like, the other very real limitation. You could do builds from the lower tiers range to high tier range, save data level. Oh, that's not a bad idea either. Do, like, well, no, because I guess you would just remove the divines, right? Because, like, tier 12 is still 140 points, which is more than enough if you don't have divines. Attack cards, please. That animation is just way over the top, man. Do we need a heal? No, we don't need a heal. This could also get a cost reduction. God dang it, this is like actually really good, right? Hold on. White monster cards are worth 20, right? Hold on, where's the deck builder? Like, this should just be the blessing card, but like, this is actually very, very good for her. Why do I have two different tabs open for Grand Blue? I have too many Chrome tabs, man. Trapper. So you could get a Fortitude. Fortitude's okay. So Fortitude and cost reduction divine. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's acceptable. Hold on, where are we for... I guess this technically means I should upgrade her neutral epiphany, but whatever, man. That saves us the headache of trying to find the girl with an apple, so I guess we're gonna try to hit some shops and get our, God dang, dude, that's so much shield. Oh, we should have done that first. Whatever. And I should have done Deluge first. Oh god, all of that was very poor sequencing. He is looking a little extra chunky, I will say. Yeah, I think you're onto something. He's looking a little extra rotund. Like, all right, man, we just cannot catch a break with these draws. Immunity is not what we wanted here either, but... Alright, just a bit unfortunate in the draws here. Ooh, we love 6 Agony, though. Alright, we want to kill the dog because I just want the extra drops. And now he's gonna die to the Agony trigger instead. Did they give him a new death animation? Excuse me? Or wait, we didn't finish her engraving yet, right? Or did we? Okay, nope, we want to just try to maximize finding the last one here. Oh, God, I didn't see through, man. I see her big sword attack. I'm like, just Beyblade that shit, man. She'll do enough damage. If we get like a relevant monster card, but we don't actually get to finish her build, I will be a little bit salty. Oh, it's only one shop either way, so we're gonna go for the elite. Oh, we have not tried her in Sword yet, but that is good to hear that she's a very solid pick there. A nice all-arounder for the game mode. Okay, I mean, we're getting lucky with the options that we're picking up here for the epiphanies. We're still at full health, so bonk. I mean, I guess we're not using the shockwave at any point, so... I don't know, maybe we counterattack kill something. It's like a weird upgrade. We do need meditations and, or no, we don't need or no, we do need meditation for Teddy. Yes, everything else is coming together, so we just want the morph if we can get it now. Okay, well, this is still an upgrade in general for us, so we'll take that. I mean, we have everything else at this point. We just need one more Lux engraving on the trinket. We have enough for one more reset. Oh, nice. The what attacked. So again, the Or I guess this does work, right? This is lining up quite nice. Oh, well, damn. What, I guess what weapon do we want? That's like the last thing. This is actually, I think this might be the run. Like, I'll do the, we have Once Upon a Time. We have the right book. We'll get one more copy event. We just need the last Lux engraving, I guess. And, like, Trapper isn't ideal, but, like, it's good enough for what we're doing, and I'll call it, like, a done build. But we do need our last, we need our last Lux engraving. Yo, Sushi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying hydrated out there. Also, a reminder to everybody else out there, drink your water. Take care of yourself. I'm not asking, I'm telling. Go drink your water. Or go refill it, whichever it might be. You know what? Sure, let's put that on her for now. So we want to go down because we want to fight the elite node. Oh, sick! We get the copy event. Well, I guess this prevents us from bricking at the end, which is nice. So now, like, even if we die or something, we're good. We have, 4 divines. And then our 4 divines will be these last 4 cards, right? Cost reduction and AP on all of these. Actually, you know what? In hindsight, you can get AP reduction on truth, right? Now that I think about it. Maybe we're supposed to, like, so the problem with this is, like, I just don't know how much shielding we're actually going to need on her. Because if we just drop this all together and we just make this a divine 0 cost, we're then making this a +2 AP build. But if we want a little extra shielding, then we have to include this as, like, an option. Maybe that was the play all along. Maybe we don't need the extra shielding. I guess technically we have an extra removal. We could just remove the monster card. Yeah, I know that there's a couple different, I'm just trying to think as, like, you know, do we value the shield gain or do we value the +1 AP as a, like, what is the more universally, you know, good build of Adelheid, right? And, like, the answer is it depends, but I know if people are gonna ask me, you know, do I take the +240 shield or do I take the extra AP? And I don't know, honestly. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I'm also leaning towards the, learning towards the reality of just a generic AP is going to be, you know, more universal in general. But yeah, bro, like, getting 500 shield off Teddy, like, what? Like, we are getting a decent amount of sustain. I guess that puts us at about 1,000. It's fine. Oh, we did not have her upgrade card used yet. That's unfortunate. Why does it... Hey, Tiki, how are you doing, brother? What did I do this time? Hey, she came back. Alright, it's gonna do negative damage because we haven't discarded stuff. Or we might just not be able to finish this card, and I guess that's a reality too. Man, it's just painful because I know the gacha space is always supposed to be like, oh my god, this is the most insane character ever. Everybody needs her. And I'm like, I just hate those takes, man. I know maybe it doesn't make for the most exciting video, but like, she is just very okay. Yeah, Yuki must pull is crazy. Yes, I do acknowledge up front that there is a very different situation for those that do content creation full-time, right? Like, I don't want to say anything because like I don't want to speak it into the universe because obviously I really like where things are at, but let's just say if something were to ever happen and like I don't have I can't do CZN content anymore. I'm not sure that I would do gacha content. Like it's just it's a very exhausting space. As someone who is like just not into the like overselling and like overly hyping up constantly, you know, type of stuff, man. And I hope I worded that delicately enough. Damn, are we gonna finish our engraving? Are we cooked? Oh, I guess opening this is kind of buns, right? Because you don't get the advantage of drawing the other... Or I guess it is just... Never mind. It is... I forgot we have the draw epiphany already. So that does work out. I am very thankful that I just get to stay in my little CZN bubble for now. I know things will not always stay that way, but I will enjoy it while we can. Definitely a bit of a pain point when you start with CZN, and that's like kind of your benchmark for everything else. This sequencing is kind of buns. I mean, or don't crit, that's totally fine, man. Bonk. Throw a book. How long have I been creating content for games? For those that don't know, I'm actually a TCG content creator. I've worked for companies like Force of Will, Bushy Road, and most recently Bondi. I am the major North American caster for Union Arena, is like the main game that I cover or have covered in the last years. But in general, I've been doing either YouTube and or Twitch content for about 11 years now. It'll be 12 years this upcoming February. So I've been doing it a very long time. Damn, we only have one engraving chance left, bro. Not like this, man. We have all of our Lux engravings, right? Yep, I played Grand Archive as well. I played during Slimes when they first got introduced, but I have not played since. The game just got too expensive for me to keep up with. Yeah, fun fact about Force of Will is that I was the head judge for North America when the game first came out. There's your little fun detail for the day. Fun fact of the day. Come on, man. Bring us home. You know, I didn't want this built anyways. Whatever. Let's just kill the boss, get our stuff and get out. We have come so close multiple times at this point, man. It's frustrating. From mutant sample reset to engraving reset. Oh, man. Time is a circle or whatever. It hurts. It hurts, brother. Yep, none of that could have hit what I wanted, I guess. Time is a flat circle. Thank you, that one. We want to discard that technically if we can. Well. Or wait, no, discarding wouldn't work. They would still take 0 damage. Never mind. Sure, more shielding because we can. I love that JRPG 99999 reference. Love that. Exactly enough shielding, thank you. We'll get our Teddy here. Oh, we forgot to do... Oh, never mind. He's super dead. No, because we did the duplication already, so we don't need it. Yep, 4 divines is what we're saving. God, this was a really good save, man. That's unfortunate. Well, sometimes it do be like that. Damn, I really thought, like, between delegations and just a couple of runs, I'm like, the build's not that hard. Like, it's pretty straightforward, man. We should be able to get this done in a day. No biggie, no big deal. Not the case. The Persona card, I guess, again, Friends from Fairy Tale wasn't ideal, but I think I'm gonna change my mind at least, like, and hope that I don't need the extra shielding. I think we do change this to be 0 cost for the Divine. Haru, yeah, the shadow of Haru. Again, at least the thing is we can edit save data now, right? Like, we don't have to relive the pain of trying to get a single divine that just would not roll on the thing, man. That's rough. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this one. I think we have enough of, like, other ones that we've saved at this point. Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, I keep forgetting about all the extra challenges I gotta, like, start caring about and doing. Bro, there's a lot of stuff in here. Holy hell. Collect all artwork? Oh, collect all. That's the completionist medal. I mean, I guess we've cleared some of this. I don't know. I'm not like a super cosmetics hunter, as it were, so I might go back and care about this at some point. All right, let's check in on our boys. Oh, wait, wasn't Quan the one that was doing the barrage deck? Oh no, barrage in second. Oh man, shout out to Shelter Strike. Love to see it. That is so hilarious, man. Yep. Dream World shenanigans. Barrage, barrage, barrage. Dream World probably. Oh, no. Never mind. Not even Dream World. Just generic. Barrage again. Or wait, are we still in Masters or did I... No, this is still Masters. What is, Oh, yeah, so this was the other build that we were talking about earlier, right? This is actually exactly the build that I was talking about with, like, the whole creation package and just trying to loop through and cycle your deck. So this is actually really cool. I'm glad to see that somebody pulled it off and it works. Yeah, the rest of this is the same. A ton more barrage lists, looking like. Oh, Hugo. Oh, Hugo's gonna be the graveyard one, right? Yep. Like, that's the cool thing about this season in particular. Like, this is the first time that we've seen this much build diversity since, I guess a while. Now, again, it's very early. We'll have to see how this shifts, but there is a unholy amount of barrage decks up front. Ooh. Counterattack Magna. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, the thing I will say is the fact that the second half is just like, yo, dog, have any discard character, right? And you're golden. Now, obviously, like, Heidi Maria is still going to get chilled because she has the linked damage advantage, but if you really wanted to, you could do the Diana link deck and get that benefit, and then just do a Diana discard style of deck, right? We're finally getting to the point where it's like, you have multiple passion options that you could ultimately, like, really lean into if you wanted. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that we didn't see earlier. If there's, like, any new decks that stand out. There's the zero card Yuki deck. I won't click on that and get debated for a second time. Oh yeah, okay, so they're doing the dagger, nice. They're doing the dagger variation, or sorry, the link create blessing variation that I also covered in my video. Yep, and just very, very good, very stapley Cassius. Yo! Okay, before I even click on this, what the fuck could that be? No, Barrel's got to be a zero card deck. There's no way. What is, it's probably Vulnerable Ejection. I'm going to go with Vulnerable Ejection, Kalipe, and I'm going to bet on draw zero card deck Barrel. I hate everything. I hate everything, man. God damn it. Fucking. Ah! I swear to God, don't let Barrel, bro, please don't let Barrel be another zero card deck. Ah! Oh, man. Not run the draw card, man. Come on. Anyways. Bro, what is even like the deck then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, it is a 5-card deck. They actually made the draw your deck, play your deck every turn deck. Why would you waste a divine? Oh, they probably didn't pick that. I'm like, why would you waste a divine on that? Anyways, yeah, this great rift isn't real or whatever. Serenial. I love how this person was like, bro, screw it. We're gonna use her on the first half. Okay, that's just like generic Dream World as your discard outlet. So like, here's the other thing, because the mechanic is shilling just discard so hard in general, you could, in theory, bring like anybody in here as long as you have a discard outlet. And as far as I know, Dream World's the only neutral discard outlet, so... How many points was that? 1.1? All right, respect. I swear to God, man. I am being tilted out of my mind by these, man. I swear to God. Everyone's just doing zero shenanigans. Get out of here. More barrage builds. Okay, so there's nothing... There's, like, nothing super interesting here yet. Oh, you know damn well this is gonna be a zero-card deck, man. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, the 5-card deck is just the way to go, man. Sure. Yeah, I will say, I think this is fun. Like, the fact that they lowered the point requirements to 300k makes this Great Rift far more approachable than what we've seen in the past. So, I think it's a net positive, what they've done for this patch in particular. Just, you know, I guess the trade-off here is that you get more stuff out of full-scale offensive, where, like, you'll have to spend more time. Because, unfortunately, you're gonna get, like, hard-gated by 6 versus 9, like, if you can do the gimmick or not. Or, I guess you, 6 is at least easier, so all the crystal rewards are at that level. But yeah, we'll have to go through and do this at some point too. But kind of the last thing, because I have to run here for a meeting soon. I think the real play is that we're gonna change this so we can get 1 more AP in the deck, and that will be the. Oh wait, no, then we have an extra 20 points. Hold on. There you go. I think this is going to be our most generic version of her. Because this way you're getting 2 AP after you cycle this card away. This is giving you extra resolve, so you get a little bit more shielding. And you still have your full damage buff. So I guess this is the build that I'm going to try to put together. You can get neutral 1 AP to even make it positive. No, it looks fortitude, vulnerable, reduction, and action count. It has to be a, or no, 0 doesn't do it either. 0 is the Mark one I was thinking of from the Selena deck. Your next best in slot is going to be Erica for counterattack teams, and then, Wilhelm. I always just call her Willie, and I'm sure that pisses people off, but whatever the... Willie. Wilhelmina? Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina. Just because of the increased defense by 24% is relevant. But yeah, Clara giving you a little bit of fixed healing is a very welcomed ability for sure. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with for this one, just to round it out a little bit better. Wait, that is 180 for both, right? No, hold on. The right one's wrong. There we go. I think... Okay, there we go. There's my 2 core builds that I'm gonna reference. Paste. Delete. Swap for +1 AP, but lower shield. Yes. Thankfully, the Chaos delegations got fixed for all of those achievements because I was certainly not going to do them otherwise. That is just the reality of my own situation. Okay, I do unfortunately have to run because I need to, actually, as Sue's streaming, I have to go prepare for a meeting. So unfortunately, that's also why we streamed earlier today, to take care of that. Dang, wait, where is Sue, man? I hope Sue's okay. I will have to send him a message on the side. So really quickly here, as a closing thoughts, as a reminder, tomorrow I do want to try to dig into the Mongol Star Dive update. So we probably are going to go check out the big 1.1 story update on stream tomorrow for that. And then Friday, the Path of Exile 2 League is going to start. I probably won't stream on Friday just because that's like normally the day that I spend with Bree. I will be doing the League start. To be called like it is, my body is probably gonna like deteriorate due to the lack of sleep for the patch. So if you guys can do me a solid and please go like the Adelheid video, it would help me out a ton. I would super appreciate it. But you know, the major lack of sleep that I always do in the 2 a.m. streams into work, into this stream, makes for a hell of a day, but we try to get it all done all the same. So into next week, though, we will be taking a small break from CZN to go enjoy Path of Exile 2. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I will not stream to YouTube because this is a gacha channel, where my Twitch channel has always been more of like variety in general. So I'm going to just be on Twitch if you want to go follow over there if you care about Path of Exile 2. But for algorithm reasons and all that BS, I can't stream Path of Exile 2 to YouTube. Or bad things will happen, basically. So I gotta keep it to Twitch. Because that one doesn't matter as much for the algo. And if I find other CZN videos to like fit in next week, I definitely will. But it's gonna be the first time that I like just take a break and just play a game for the sake of playing a game that I have not done since before CZN launched because I've just been busy with other stuff. So it's going to be a little bit of a content vacation for me and just, you know, playing something because I want to. So with that, grab yourself some water, stay safe, my friends, and we'll be seeing you next time for the next CZN or other gacha game that we get into. So stay safe, stay hydrated. We'll see you next time. Cheers.